In our first blind test, we'll observe how Glidden Professional Ultra-Hide 220 Semi-Gloss performs against the competition. This test will demonstrate flow and leveling, hiding power, and coverage. Let's head over to the test area.
Now we're going to run a blind application test on a couple of latex interior semi-gloss trim paints. Just so Ron doesn't know which product is which, we labeled them as A and B. Do you have any idea which product is in either can?
No idea.
Okay. Feel free to start either one you want.
Okay, I'll start over here.
So as a professional painter, as you're applying these, what kind of properties are you looking for in a latex interior semi-gloss?
Looking for flow and coverage.
Okay.
Really. Try this.
And when you say flow, you're looking for?
Movability of the paint.
Oh, okay. So pretty much how easy it brushes around, that type of thing.
Right.
Now, do you want to give them a few minutes and then look at them, or?
Yeah, let's let it dry a little bit and see how it lays down.
Okay. Now, I know when you're saying lays down, it's kind of the same thing in the lab. We've referred to it as like flow and leveling, how well the product lays out.
Leveling?
Levels out. Okay.
That's what it means to me. Yeah, I see how it's laying down now. This one went on slicker, but I can tell it's not going to cover as well. This was heavier bodied, but it's getting better coverage and it's laying down nicely.
Okay. So based on that, which product would you rather use? The one that's actually going to go on slicker, or the one that actually flows and levels out?
I like the self-leveling of this one.
You feel that's a more important property of the two then?
Yes, you get better coverage.
The final look.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see which one you chose. Ron, you chose Glidden Professional Ultra-Hide 220 Interior Semi-Gloss.
Okay. Looks like I'll be using a different kind of paint.
All right, glad to hear that. We've got a couple of interior semi-glosses. It's going to be a blind test. They're labeled as A and B, so you don't know which one's which. I would like you to just choose one or the other, start brushing on this pre-primed, factory primed door, and just start giving us your impression of what the product feels like.
Okay, I'll start with this one.
So Lori, when you're using a semi-gloss trim paint, what are some of the properties you're looking for?
I'm looking for something that covers good. It's got good coverage. That's not too thin, that won't, not run so much.
Okay. So just something a little heavier, so.
A little heavier, that it's got a nice finish on it, or hopefully you don't do two coats. I'd like to get it covered.
Okay. Think you got a feel for that one?
Yeah, that went on pretty nice.
Let's grab the other one.
Okay. It's a little bit heavier.
Okay. Is that a good thing, bad thing, just?
Yeah, I think I like it when it's a little bit heavier like this.
Okay.
Seems to do a better job of covering.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do you think of that one, just first impressions?
I like this one better.
Okay. So in the wet, right now it looks like it's looking a little better. You like this one better. Let's go ahead and let them dry, so we dry down a little bit, so then you can get a final determination of how well it would, hiding, flow and leveling, that type of thing.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay. You said this one you thought was a little heavier. Was there much difference in the ease of application or on either product?
They seem to both go on pretty easy. I just preferred this one because it was a little heavier and looks like it's probably going to end up covering better.
Okay. I noticed it almost seemed like you got this side done a little faster. Is that just because it's covering better as it's going on?
Possibly because I'm used to working with, I try to get a heavier paint, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and we'll let them dry down. We'll take a look at them once they're dry so you can make a final determination.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
All right.
So what's your final impression of the products?
I believe that the second one was better just because it looks like it covered better. And like I said, it was a heavier bodied paint, which I like. So
Okay.
that's what I would say.
Okay, so you chose product B for, initial in the wet for the coverage and the brushability, and then also in the dry. Any other, things you notice about the final, the dry film appearance?
Definitely. This one has the heavier paint has a much better sheen on it. And to me, that means saving time and money because it's, it's going to be one coat versus two.
Okay, all right, so you think with that product you probably have to get 2 coats to get the same, okay.
To get the same sheen and thickness, definitely.
All right, that's good enough. I'm
Yes.
curious to see what your product you picked was.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Lori, you picked Glidden Professional Ultra-Hide 220 Interior Semi-Gloss over the competition.
Good deal. That definitely covered better.
All right, it's good to hear. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
So let's review how Glidden Professional Ultra-Hide 220 Semi-Gloss stacked up against the competition. Of the 3 tests performed, this is the most subjective because of the individual application preferences. With that being said, the blind test still showed that more professional painters preferred Glidden Professional Ultra-Hide 220 because of its excellent hide and coverage, excellent flow and leveling, and higher initial sheen after first coat application. We performed 8 blind application tests with 3 professional painters. Overall, 7 of the 8 tests resulted in the professional painter choosing the Glidden Professional Ultra-Hide line of products over the competition.
Like I said, I've used Glidden for 8 years and it covers the best, hands down.
All right.
So as you can see, the new lineup of Glidden Professional Ultra-Hide products at the Home Depot outperformed the competition on all the key attributes that matter the most to professional painters. So the next time a customer asks you for a recommendation, feel confident in Glidden Professional products. After all, seeing is believing.